And then later that night, we put So You Think You Can Dance on, and a redheaded dancer walked out on stage, and my little bear was so excited, and we immediately started rooting for her.
They just kept saying that you didn't live up to our expectations, so I feel like I kind of like let them down, which is also kind of bad. Kind of a bummer.
It turns out that Natalie is an absolutely perfect example of believing in yourself.
So this story is amazing. Check out this awesome backstory about Eras Tour dancer Natalie Reid in this video.
One of the coolest things about the Eras Tour, by far, is the story of one of the dancers, Natalie. When we saw Taylor's show, we saw this redhead dancer just absolutely stand out, and then we realized something. So bear with me on the backstory, and I promise it's going to be worth it. When my kids were little, we used to watch every episode of So You Think You Could Dance. We would do daddy-daughter dances on commercial breaks, and we just loved that show. One of my little bears is also a redhead. One day when I picked her up from school, she was very upset. She started crying, and like someone had bullied her about her red hair. We talked about it, and she began feeling a little bit better. We went to Dairy Queen, we had dinner, in that order. And then later that night, we put So You Think You Can Dance on, and a redheaded dancer walked out on stage, and my little bear was so excited, and we immediately started rooting for her. It was Natalie. It turns out that Natalie is an absolutely perfect example of believing in yourself and forging ahead no matter what anyone says. She's also someone who clearly values friendship over personal accomplishments, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. Her audition solo was amazing, and the judges were effusive in their praise.
Sorry. I just get chills, and I don't want it to end. I pray that you make it all the way through, because you're one of my favorite dancers.
And everyone thought she'd be a finalist on the show. But when they narrowed down to the top 15 or 20 or whatever it is, they couldn't decide between two dancers.
Katie, Natalie, you know that we've said yes to 9 girls. So one of you's through and the other isn't. Whoever doesn't get through now, will they come back next year?
This is the second time around, so I don't think so.
You don't
Sorry.
think so? So Katie, you wouldn't come back?
I don't think so, I'm sorry.
You're 19 and you'd give up. I find that really sad, don't you?
Yeah.
You give up at 19.
I don't think she would. She says that now, but that's not the kind of person she is. She wouldn't. Trust me. I know her.
It's kind of concerning for the show.
Huh?
It's kind of concerning for the show.
Yeah.
Honestly, like last year, it was so devastating that the fire in me to do better this year and improve for you was so much that to go through that heartbreak again would take me a second.
Honestly, right now, I'm turned off. Do you understand what it's going to take? If you're ready to give up now, you'll be cut the first week.
I'm going to have to ask both of you to leave the room for a while. We'll call you back in a moment. I want to talk to the judges. Thank you.
No. I shouldn't have said that. No, you explained it.
And we've got Natalie there, like a shining beacon sticking up for you. And you down.
Sorry, I just want it so bad.
Which I'm sorry to say, Natalie, means that the original vote stands and Katie will be going through.
Can I say something really?
Natalie, please, because we so want to say to you, come back. Please
Okay,
come back.
I will be back, and I mean, Vegas it's been one of the hardest things that I've ever been through. I was a wreck. She held me up because I would literally after classes, I'd be like, what did I do? Like, I was not myself. So I think I'll come back much more prepared for that. And if I'm at a point in my hopefully dance career where I can come back and audition, I will be back because I actually missed my college graduation this morning to be here right now. So maybe I'll walk with them next year and it won't conflict. Yeah, I'll be here. So thank you.
We'd
so
like
much.
to see you, and we've learned so much about you during this little session now that we will always respect you as a person for what you've just done.
Thank you.
When the next season started, as usual, the kids and I tuned in, and boom, she was back. My kids were like, Daddy, it's Natalie. And we started pulling for her all over again. She was, once again, totally amazing, so talented, and she brought such a great attitude. Sadly, again, despite pouring her heart and soul into her auditions, the judges didn't see fit to cast Natalie.
On your solo, we said to ourselves, wow, here is a girl that is definitely in our top 20 without a doubt. I think this entire group has been pulling for you and pulling for you. I'm sorry, Natalie. This is the end of the journey for you. We cannot keep pulling for you. You did not bring it on. Good luck. Good luck.
You slam the door like those times.
Unbelievable. I did my best and I thought I did it well, but they weren't happy with it, so.
Your mind's made up. Sorry, won't be quite enough.
I'm just bummed because I don't know. They just kept saying you didn't live up to our expectations, so I feel like I kind of like let them down, which is also kind of bad. Kind of a bummer. I love you so much.
For many, this might have signaled the end of a dream twice in a row, but for her, I imagine, it served as fuel to stoke the flames of her determination. Success is often determined by a delicate balance of three things: talent, timing, and resilience. She fought her way through roadblocks, she fought her way through setbacks, and now has arguably one of the coolest jobs in the history of the dance world. From sold out arenas all over the world to the tour movie, she helps bring Taylor's music to life through the power and the beauty of her dancing. Her journey is a lesson for all of us, and it's one that I am so happy that my kids have witnessed. So, for all of you aspiring artists and performers, let Natalie serve as a beacon of hope for those times when you will inevitably face challenges and setbacks. In a world where success is often measured by the ability to navigate and overcome challenges, she is an inspiring figure, proving that dreams can indeed come true for those who refuse to surrender in the face of adversity. Stop at never. To Natalie's parents, well done. And to Natalie, well earned. You are an inspiration, and it was so cool to see you there and connect those memories.
So Natalie Reid's story is absolutely amazing and inspiring, and you can't help but be happy about the outcome of her career after the So You Think You Can Dance appearances. Just goes to show that just because things didn't work out at the competition didn't mean that more doors weren't going to open as she forged ahead. For more great stories about people involved in the Eras Tour, watch this next video.